What's up, everybody? Chris and Rob here, the Jersey Comic Crew, and today we are delving into everything you need to know about Hawkeye before his debut on Disney Plus in his own series in just a week. So, Rob, we can't talk about Hawkeye unless we're obviously going back to where we first saw him in the MCU.
So we were first introduced to Clint Barton, aka Hawkeye, in 2011's Thor film. He's working directly for Nick Fury and S.H.I.E.L.D. We see him perched high above the S.H.I.E.L.D. facility as Thor breaks in to get his hammer Mjolnir. We don't see Hawkeye again until the first Avengers film. In it, Clint is with Nick Fury as Loki breaks through the space portal. Loki uses his magic scepter to take over the mind of Clint Barton. Throughout the first Avengers movie, Hawkeye is a mind control lackey for Loki. He helps Loki get the people and equipment needed in order to build this space portal. Loki gets himself captured by the Avengers, and Hawkeye leads a rescue team against the Avengers to save Loki. It is here that he faces off against Black Widow. She snaps Clint out of his mind control by repeatedly hitting him in the head. At the end of the Avengers movie, Hawkeye is key during the Chitauri attack on New York. He is the eyes in the skies while taking out Chitauri forces expanding throughout the city.
We see Hawkeye again in Avengers Age of Ultron. Now that the Avengers are fully assembled, Clint is a big component of the team. He reveals his biggest secret when the Avengers need it most, and he takes the broken and beaten Avengers to his home to regroup. Here we find out that Clint has a wife and 2 kids away from his day-to-day heroics. Clint even ups his fatherly role at the end of the film. He helps Wanda see her true potential during the Ultron attack on Sokovia. We don't see Hawkeye again until the blip at the very beginning of Endgame. A seemingly retired Clint is having a lovely day with his family, and they all vanish as a part of Thanos' snap.
Later, Natasha finds Hawkeye as Ronin. He's ridding the world of criminals one at a time to deal with the pain of losing his family. Nat tells him that the Avengers figured out a way to go back in time and fix everything, and Clint reluctantly agrees to help. The two are tasked with getting the Soul Stone from the planet Volmir. There they run into the Keeper of the Stone, the Red Skull. He tells them that in order to get the stone, a life must be given. Clint willingly wants to sacrifice himself after all the killing he has done as Ronin. However, Natasha won't let him and sacrifices herself. He returns with the Soul Stone and helps the Avengers defeat Thanos once and for all. However, more recently, Yelena Belova is aware of Clint Barton. Yelena at the end of Black Widow movie is working in some way with Valentina. Valentina tells Yelena that the last person to see Natasha alive was Clint Barton.
Now, as we go into the Hawkeye series, this is mostly speculative, as the Hawkeye series is not released yet at the time of this video. It seems that Clint is retired. He got his family back after the events of Endgame and seems to want to just spend as much time as he can with them. He lost fellow Avengers Nat and Tony, and S.H.I.E.L.D. no longer exists. It seems that Clint wants to just be a husband and a father, and that's all. Now, piecing together info from the trailers, it seems that Clint finds out there is a new Ronin in New York City, and he'll obviously be compelled to stop it. He probably will think that the new Ronin is killing in his name and needs to stop it before it becomes a major issue. When he finds out it's Kate Bishop and that she's a fan of his tone will probably change over the course of the story. The show will be very personal as well. Yelena Belova will most likely appear in it and try to kill Clint. At the moment, she thinks Clint is the reason for Natasha's death, and until that gets solved, she will be a problem for him. Hopefully, Yelena learns the truth fast, because the villains confirmed already are the Clown, Swordsman, Echo, the Russian tracksuit Draculas, and most likely Kate's mother, Madame Mask.
Overall, this is a lot to cover in only 6 episodes. We think that besides the Christmas theme, there will be a theme of forgiveness. For Clint will have to forgive himself for what he has done in the past, as well as forgive the young rookie for the mistakes that she will make in the future. We don't think Clint will die in this show, but it's most likely that he will fully retire the mantle of Hawkeye and pass the ball down to Kate Bishop. Only time will tell as the show comes out in just a few days. With only a few days left before the show airs, we want to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you think is going to happen to Clint Barton, aka Hawkeye, in this show? Let us know.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Give us a thumbs up, like. It really helps the channel out a lot. If you're new, subscribe. Turn on those notifications. You don't want to miss any more of our Hawkeye coverage, as we'll be covering the series the second it comes out. And make sure you check out other videos on the channel if you missed them. As always, I'm Chris Heller. That was Rob Moran. We're the Jersey Comic Crew, and we will see you next time.